Welcome, I'm Jen Anderson, and this is a walkthrough of my bullet journal for July through September. So let me go ahead and show you what I've got going on in here. So one thing that I'm a big fan of is having a word of the year. And so you might have seen that in one of my other videos before, but the reason why I like a word of the year is instead of having New Year's resolutions that fall apart by the third week of January, instead I focus on one word for the year. This year, my word is launch, and so I found these cute little tiny file folders, and so what I'll be doing is I'll be writing down examples in here of when I see the word launch showing up, and I just wrote this stuff on here. It's just kind of a fun way to do the word of the year and keep track of it. Another thing I like to track is our family playtime. So just a nice blank space here. I can write down when we have different trips and things, just some highlights about that stuff. In my journal, I'll journal about the experiences, but this just kind of gives me a quick way to write down when we've had family playtime, like going to a parade for 4th of July or, things like that. This one got really ugly. It says movie time, but the ink bled over on the other side, unfortunately. But alas, that's our journal. Sometimes we get uglier pages, but I intend to write down all of the different movies that we will watch over here. And then this right here is a 2-page spread. This is where I like to keep track of the efforts that my husband and I have for investing in our relationship. And this is one of my favorite scriptures from 1 Corinthians 3, 4 through 8, about love is patient, love is kind. And so I wanted to put that there. I always like to have some kind of a quote or something that grounds that. And then for reading books, I decided to do a very simple spread. And so just blank space here, and I'll write the different books and like a couple sentences about my main takeaway from the book. I liked these just very simple little stickers. This page turned out really cute, in my opinion. This is for about my daughter's learning time. And so trying to keep track of, make sure that I'm helping her through her learning. Not that I'm teaching her everything, but what classes am I taking her to, and growing and learning experiences she has, etc. So just keep track of that. But I love ladybugs. It represents so much goodness in my life. Once she had her first birthday, I did a ladybug theme with a big ladybug smash cake. So when I saw these stickers, I thought, oh, so cute. And one thing you see here, this one right here actually was a full one that I cut in half and used it here in different spots. So it really turned out quite cute. All right. And then I like to keep track of the cards and the gifts that I give, as well as what I receive. And so this right here, I will use this through July, August, and September to keep track of who I'm sending cards to, who I'm receiving them from, gifts, etc. It's just kind of a nice thing at the end of a few months, just to look back and see who are all the people that I've given tangible love to and received tangible love from. So it's kind of a fun little way to do it. And then one thing that I'm a big fan of, is networking, connecting with people more deeply. And so I loved this quote. It says, "Inside every good seed is a potential for an incredible harvest," by Farrah Gray. And so as I was going through my stuff, I found all these cute little stickers that are like kind of farm related. So I thought I'd use those with this washi tape of wheat here. I think it turned out really cute. I'm very happy with how this spread worked out. And so I'm going to write down the date and the person who I interacted with. Like maybe it's a one-on-one lunch with someone for my network, or something I do to support somebody for my network, and keep track of that here. All right, and then from an exercise tracking standpoint, I have these really interesting stickers that kind of remind me of diamonds and crystals. So I found this quote from Kissinger, which says, "A diamond is merely a chunk of coal that did well under pressure." And so I thought, it's a lot of pressure for exercising. And so I thought that'd just be kind of a fun way to lay it out. And I have these little stickers here for scales. So my intention is at the end of the month to write down what my weight is at the end of the month. But I've listed the days so I can keep track of how I'm purposefully exercising and what am I doing on other days that I don't have purposeful exercise to make sure I'm moving my body. So I thought that was kind of fun how that turned out. This one, like the flower ones, I just took one and I cut it in half and stuck it on here because it was really huge. It actually had a lot bigger piece over here, and I didn't want it to take up a huge section of this page. So that will get me through the next 3 months of keeping track. All right, and then these next few areas here, this is stuff that's more related to church stuff. So, excuse me. A little tickle in my throat there. So, as far as ministering and supporting women in my neighborhood, what I did is I put each week here, the Monday of each week, and then I'll be able to indicate how did I help support them each week and what did I do to reach out to them, etc. Family home evening tracking, so keeping track of our family spiritual learning. So I have those listed here. And you can see again and again, my style is just super simple, just a little bit of washi tape and a couple of stickers. A little bit of washi tape, a couple of stickers. I know there's some people who have really amazing artistic skills. That doesn't happen for me so much, but I do want it to just be cute and fun and enjoyable to fill out. And so having fun things like washi tape, stickers is a good variety. Man, it makes a big difference for what you can do to personalize your bullet journal. Keeping track of tithing and giving. And I found these funny little, not funny, but little dollar sign stickers. I'm like, oh, perfect. And then I like this idea of the leaves, right? Because money grows on trees. And so I just like that. So here I'll be able to list where I'm paying tithing and giving money to. Keeping track of family history efforts here. And I love this quote from Russell M. Nelson. It says, when our hearts turn to our ancestors, something changes inside us. We feel part of something greater than ourselves. And it's so enjoyable for me to learn more about my ancestors. And so it's been fun. So just kind of keep track of this stuff there. And then when I receive blessings, I'll be able to have a space to write those down here. And when I fast, so it's the same layout that I had before, where I put the start time and the end time. If I'm doing it with anybody, what the donation is, what the focus of the fast is, the insights that come. And at the end, a little reminder to myself to have gratitude for the fast. So I've got these here so that I can keep track of my fast experiences. And when I look back on these from previous months, it's so nice to see that inspiration that comes when I've really fully devoted to fasting. All right, and then these are my temple pages. So with my temple pages, I try to keep my spread really simple. Not make it about making it all fancy, but just making it simple and ready to go. I try to get to the temple once a week, so I've included 12 of these for the quarter. And so again, if you don't remember what I've put in previous ones, there's some that I've done where I've talked a lot just specifically about these pages, but I'll just quickly go over it. So there's the date, the temple, who did I go with, what service did we do, what was the intention. So the intention is really related to what's in my heart. What's a question that I'm taking to the temple, and then insights that come while I'm there. I write it down. And then at the bottom, of course, gratitude for the temple, and then returning and report. And that's really where I go back and tell God about all the great things that I've done based off of what he's inspired me to do. So I have pages and pages of these. And then for sacrament, what I did is for church, I found some beautiful quotes about the sacrament and some questions and stuff, like, do I need to improve myself? How do I improve myself? Should I take this counsel to heart and act upon it? So, and then scriptures related to taking the sacrament. And then I love the stuff that Christ did. I love the doing of his ministry. And so, so here he is getting baptized from John the Baptist. And then I love this rendition here of the loaves and fishes and feeding the 5,000. And I think this is one reason why I love this is Christ took such a small offering and was able to multiply it. And so I think about how that applies in my life, taking that small offering, whatever it is that I give him, and he will multiply it. But I need to give it to him so he can do something. So these are just a couple of favorite pictures. So my intention is before sacrament meeting, I'll take some time, read this over, think through, and then go to church. And so I have church pages here, and again, a very simple spread. So I'll put the date, and then I have an intention. Every time I go to church, I always have some kind of an intention about what's my main question I'm taking to church that day. And then the rest of it looks quite plain. I will fill in some other things when I'm at church, and I'll take the purple pen with me and fill in some other sections. But I don't want to do that yet because I want to make sure I leave myself enough space. But at least this gets it started and creates that space for church. And you can see here, I put I have these church stickers right here, and then the washi tape, and then this one I put it over here on the right instead. So I just kind of went back and forth with that. So those are my pages getting started for my Q3 for my bullet journal. And then I have blank pages after this for my daily stuff. So each day we'll have a 2-page spread. And so I wanted to give you the quick rundown of what's going on inside my bullet journal. Let me know what questions you have if you want to see some specific spreads or anything that might be related to something that's of interest to you. And the whole point is just enjoy the bullet journal. Don't make it too stressful for yourself, and enjoy the evolution of what happens with your bullet journal for yourself. And remember always that God has a message for you. So as he's sharing thoughts with you, the bullet journal is a great place to write those things down and to take action on those things for yourself. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.